Come on, I'm not mad at you. I'm glad you're here. But let me tell you why we're here. We're here to stir up in love and good works. We're here to stay focused and get real and have a reality check and make sure we're not subdued by religion and that we're not in a form of thing without becoming the thing. See, because if you let church attendance take the place of knowing him, you'll never walk like he walked. You'll never love like he loved. You'll hurt like you always hurt, but you'll sing the songs that we sang today. Are you with me? Look, I'm not mad at nobody. Man, I'm just telling you, there's churches meeting all over the earth today. It's Sunday, man. It's church day. We don't go to church because it's Sunday and it's when we meet at City Center. We go to church because we're fine-tuning and sharpening and we're a part of something and our arms are locked and there's an army rising up and we don't compromise and there's a world out there that needs light, needs love, not frustration and complaining. That's why we're here. So if I'm too intense, you're in the wrong place, I guess. I'm not too intense. This thing cost him his life so that he could put his life in us so I could let my light so shine. The goal isn't to get in an atmosphere where I feel like he is. He's in me. He's in me. If the closest experience I have is worship service, I'm missing communion with God. If I love this church because the worship is amazing and I feel the Lord, you could have felt him when you woke up. Now, I appreciate the worship. I love corporate. But see, if we were all living this way, what do you think worship could look like? What do you think our corporate setting would be if we're just all walking in love, living by the Spirit, and then we synergistically come together and he's already amazing in our heart? And when we ain't doing the old traditional, I know you carried your stuff in here. I know life's been hard this week. I know people treated you wrong. We just need to peel that off right now. Why do you put it on? You should never have any of that on. We're always coming up with reasons why our heart's got to be broken, and he heals the brokenhearted. Why don't we teach people why they don't have to have a broken heart? Here's why our hearts are broken. Because we need one another for identity. We need one another for acceptance. We need one another for value. We put our trust in men because we're getting what we need from men, and it doesn't work and it fails us and our hearts are broken. Psychology might tell you that's all the way it is. The gospel says that's never the way it is. You never put your trust in flesh. You don't need anybody to find out who you are. You can only find yourself through Jesus. You were made through Jesus. Nothing was ever made that wasn't made through him. You can't find the truth about you apart from him. The most you can find is temporal security. You can find a safe haven. You can find temporal rest for your soul because you're in a place that feels safe. But you'll never be free because if that changes, you change. So we live for that safe haven, and for most people it's a pipe dream. We never find it, so our heart gets hurt, heart gets hard. We act like we don't care, but we do care. We put up superficial walls. We only let certain people so close because we've been burned before. Just imagine the walls Jesus would have had to have if he felt burned. Jericho wouldn't have held a light to the walls Jesus had to have. And there wouldn't have been no shout bringing them walls down. Come on, why am I talking so intense like this? Because guys, we're celebrating Jesus. We're worshiping him, right? Aren't we worshiping Jesus? Isn't he worthy? Like, aren't we excited that he forgave us of sin and died on the cross, right? So watch this. So if that's all true, and he's worthy of our praise and worthy of our worship, he's worthy of our lives. He's worthy of us worshiping him with our lives. He's worthy of our attitudes. He's worthy of our perspectives. He's worthy of our motives. He's worthy. And the only way you truly follow him, man, you don't follow him just because you're praying for the sick. You follow him because you're walking in love, because you're not taking account of suffered wrongs. You're not heaping up a checklist against people. You're not praying for another job because you're mad at the one you work at. You're not praying for another job because you can't stand your boss and he's mistreating you and you're ready to get an attorney. Come on, I'm talking straight. No, you're on that job to shine. You're on that job to show mercy, to love, to make peace. I worked 2 secular jobs since I was saved. It's the easiest thing for me in the world. I actually stepped out of pastoring for a while because I didn't understand some church stuff when I was green and young and pastoring. Church felt like a business. There was things that were violating my heart. And it was just easy to be in darkness. I enjoy it. I don't mind when they're cursing, swearing, and they say they're atheists because Jesus is in me. I have a bigger confidence than their unbelief.